Welcome back students for today's class. In our last class we discussed about the universal law of gravitation. So today's class let us learn about the importance of universal law. So universal law of gravitation successfully explain the force that binds us to the earth, that is objects towards the earth, and about the motion of the moon around the earth, the planets that go around the sun, and the tides, the formation of tides due to the moon and the sun. So these four are the importance of universal law of gravitation. So now let us learn about free fall. So what is free fall? We know that earth attracts all the objects towards it, and that is due to the gravitational force. When the object falls towards the earth under this force, when the object falls towards the earth under this force alone, we call it as a free fall. So let us consider an object, children. When you throw an object up, let us consider a stone. When I throw a stone up, it definitely reaches to a certain height and definitely will fall down, right? So while falling down, what happens to the stone? While falling down, there is no change in the direction of motion. Motion will not be changed. There is no change in the direction. Direction will not change. When I throw any object up, it reaches to a certain height and it will fall down. While falling down, there is no change in the direction of motion of the object due to the gravitational force, but there is change in magnitude of velocity. When it is falling down, there is no change in direction, but there is change in the magnitude of velocity. When there is change in velocity, definitely it involves acceleration, because acceleration is change in velocity. So this acceleration is due to the Earth's gravitational force. So why this acceleration is happening? Due to the Earth's gravitational force. So this acceleration is called as acceleration due to gravity. The acceleration caused due to the gravitational force of the earth is called as acceleration due to gravity. Acceleration due to gravity is denoted by a symbol small g. You remember capital G? Capital G is universal gravitation constant. Small g is acceleration due to gravity. Now let us go for the derivation. It's very easy, children. So derivation of acceleration due to gravity. So we know that Newton's second law, that is F is equal to ma. So consider a stone of mass, or let us take the mass of a stone as m. And due to the gravitational force, we know that acceleration is involved. So let the acceleration be small g. Now substitute this g in place of a, that is acceleration, F is equal to ma. So now the equation becomes F is equal to mg. Instead of a, we are writing it as g now. So this will be your equation 1. From universal law, F is equal to gm bem by d square, right? So this will be your equation 2. Now equating 1 and 2, we get mg is equal to, F and F gets cancelled, mg is equal to gmm by d square. Now both the sides cancel m. We get g is equal to gm by d square. So this is the derivation of acceleration due to gravity, where m is the mass of the earth, capital M, and g is a universal gravitation constant, and d is the distance between the object and the earth. Suppose the object is on or near the surface of the earth. When an object is on or near the surface of the earth, then the distance becomes a radius. The d becomes r. So substitute the same equation. In place of d, we write it as r. So g is equal to gm by r square. Okay, children. So small g is nothing but acceleration due to gravity. The equation is small g is equal to gm by d square, where g is universal gravitational constant, m is the mass of the earth, and d is a distance. Suppose the object is on or near to the surface, the distance becomes the radius. So g is equal to gm by r square. The next class we will discuss about the value of G. So hope you understood, children. Thank you. Have a good day.